Hello everybody, and welcome back. Last episode, we created our character. This is Anya. She's a psyker, telepath. We picked up our first quest, and what we need to do is follow Coonrad, which unfortunately he ran ahead of us, but I think we'll be able to catch up to him. He's taking us to meet the Lord Captain Theodora, who is the current rogue trader. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Alright, interactable objects will have icons. I like that table. So let's check out the table. It's a massive conference table from real wood. Incredible value. Well, I imagine so. Most of this ship is going to be cables and metal and all that kind of thing. Sure, there's not too many trees in space. Not quite sure what all these guys are doing. They look pretty busy. Not really able to interact with any of this. I guess we could talk to somebody. Let's click on this guy, see what he's got to say. Lay people interfering with the operation of mechanisms disturbs the machine spirits. Oh. Okay, well, I don't know if I really want to do that, but I can click on these. So let's show this data on the vid screen. Oh, look. Uh-oh, I interfered with it without reverence. That's okay. I don't think anybody's going to do anything to me. I'm not going to click on the other one. I think we need to go find Coonrad.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Wow. This environment is very interesting. A noble guest. So this is where the nobles hang out. A candlelit altar with a copy of the Lex Imperialis, Codex of the Imperium. Can use the middle mouse button to rotate, which is nice. Alright, Coonrad. Ready to move forward.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Perhaps I will.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Well, looks like we're going to be in our first battle. We've been ambushed. Okay, so we're going to click start the battle. Okay, you guys, nobody miss, alright? We don't want that guy getting back to us. All battles in the game are turn-based. Let's see. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Most likely in that order. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click to move the character there. Okay. So I do not want to be standing out here in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to come over. I'm going to stand behind this guy. Action points. So everything that you do has a certain AP cost associated with it. So we ought to click the bullet button and then we can fire. Okay. I do have my abilities down here. Maybe I'll try the Psychic Shriek first. It costs 2 AP. If I click on that, didn't do very much damage, but it did some. I do have 2 points left. I can use this. Now this is going to give him 3 exploits. It's going to give him some debuffs.
On it.
And that's all I can do.
Die!
Oh, come on, you guys. Quit missing. Alright. Well, he didn't come after me. That's good. Now, he put another debuff on him. Now he's got 4. Alright, Anya, let's see. Should we try our gun? No. We're going to try it. We're going to use our psyker abilities. Yeah, didn't do much. Okay. Analyze, joint. Not quite sure what the joint does. Okay. I'm gonna try my gun. Everybody else has been missing though. Let's see what happens.
Who, if not me?
I missed. Alright.
I'll make it happen.
He's got 8 debuffs on the guy. Come on, Kunrad, you gotta kill him.
For the glory of the Imperium!
Nice. Oh, he's almost dead. There we go. Awesome.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Okay, so there's our reinforcements.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
I think I can manage. Now, do I get to loot? No. I don't care about looking at all this museum stuff just yet. We can come back later, I'm sure. Servant, what's he got to say? Crew members hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, look at this place. See all the people just standing down there. Look like there's too much on this side. I'm gonna go forward, I think.
I always keep my options open.
Oh,
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
That's the other heir. And that's the rogue trader. Look at her, man. She kind of looks evil. that poofy hairdo is quite interesting. She's even got pearls. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to listen in silence for right now.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it.
Uh-oh, pressure's on.
This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
We passed some skill checks. Let's see. Spirits could be the native they could be dangerous aliens. There are ways to confirm whether. Oh, they need several psychers. Psychers are not very common, so that might not be a good answer. And I don't want her sending me. So there's that. Let's see. Use my personal abilities? No. Spirits sound like evidence of heresy. I would put my interests first, but see, the people she sent down are disappearing. So just going down and getting the riches, you're going to lose more people, so that's not the one. Purge it? No. I am going to say the first one. Those spirits could well be the native's name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Oh boy, he's not happy I'm here. I find your tone disagreeable. Shut your mouth. No, I'm not going to come off like that initially. Let's see, I'll just be a little snippy here. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edelthrad.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Oh my gosh, she's a groveler. Now what?
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me?
You have seeded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness.
Oh.
Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
All right, how should I respond to this? I don't want to sound like I'm groveling. This is very sudden.
Perhaps. Yesterday you were just another servant of the Imperium, one of the faceless multitudes. Today, visitors in the von Valancius colors come to you without any explanation and escort you to a vessel that departs for the far-off Coronis expanse. But such is the nature of my position. My claim on you is sacred and non-negotiable. I require all those who possess even a drop of the von Valancius blood, no matter who they may be.
You know, if I was her, I wouldn't want everybody that's related in the same space. Because somebody could just wipe out everybody at one time. But I'm not going to tell her that. I'm just going to keep quiet.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you? Or us, I should say?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Interesting. I'm not going to ask her what did he do. Maybe I can ask him later. Well, thank you for clarifying. May I ask a question?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Okay, let's see. I can ask her about the navigator. I can tell her what happened on the other deck. I don't think she wants to tell me where the ship is headed. That's a little too forward. Oh, here we go. What are my current responsibilities going to be?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Well, as far as the observe part, an incident took place on the officer's deck. Servitors went berserk and they attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Okay, well that didn't... she didn't take that very seriously.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to...
Uh-oh.
Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, here we go again. Oh my god, look at them all. But we have more people on our side.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
All of you will bleed!
Okay then. We have got a bunch of guys on this side. Look at them all. I do not have any abilities to do area of effect. My particular class doesn't do that. I do want to get some cover though, because I'm kind of standing out in the middle. If I get a chance.
For now.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. One fewer target.
My
Reduced to dust.
strengthens me. Death to the
Oh,
heretics!
nice. Good one, Mort.
Out of my way!
Oh,
Chaos guides me.
Such is the will of chaos.
alright. So we can get cover. We're looking for full skulls, like right here. Now, there's still quite a few people over here. But if I go behind a cover spot, I'm not going to be able to probably hit anybody. This guy is going to hit me if I go here. So we're going to go here. Okay, I'm going to try to get him if possible. Let's analyze. And then we will scream at him.
I'll see to it personally.
Ooh, that did pretty good damage.
Death to the weak!
I bring ruin. I serve the ruinous powers.
No mercy for heretics!
Good job.
One fewer target.
So I guess you can attack and then move again and
I took care
attack.
of this one.
I'm not sure what skills he has. My character received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance my ability. Oh, so I got a buff. Somebody gave me a buff. All right, let's see. Who we got left? This guy right here, but I don't think I can't get him from there. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and move here. Oh. Okay, so I can't do anything else. Uh-oh. Companions can get hurt by friendly
Weapon at the
fire.
ready.
That's good to know. I
Die.
did not realize.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders now?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Now we gotta find the Arch-Militant.
Is there money to be made?
Can't loot anybody quite yet. I think that's my character talking. Okay, they're firing on stuff, so we should be close. Don't see him. Oh, there he is.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Oh, here she comes.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Okay, let's see. Who would attempt a mutiny here? In the warp? Doesn't seem very smart.
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him.
Uh-oh.
This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
In whatever state? What does that mean?
We're in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psychers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways.
Enough! Master of Whispers, you must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish under Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Edelthrad back to me. Then move out! Mort, come.
So many candles everywhere.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I'll make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
What do you mean? Uh-oh. Something hit me in the stomach. He hit me. Why? Oh my god. He's one of the bad guys. I promised you a destiny. Now you're here to fulfill it.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
You two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Let's see. Well, he kind of made me mad. What is it? Are you inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? Why do you need mine?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you assorted, wretched piece of gross shit?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness, Theodora's cur? Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Wow.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench von Valencia's watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning. And then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Ah, get out of my head. I'm not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you on your feet and making you step towards the gate. So I've been possessed again, just like I was in my past. Okay, another skill test. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you. One of its eye sockets light up with two ember-like irises. Let's just look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. The ancient past. Oh, I got XP for that. Fantastic. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voitver wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Okay, well, place my hand in the sentinel's maw. I'm guessing that's what I need to do. The sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pump stirs into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaw remains closed, and you're beginning to feel quite sick. Perhaps, if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Oh, you do not understand where this voice is coming from. Crackling like static. Is this the sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of my weary mind? Whichever it is, you can hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through my head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Nice.
Well, there is still another way.
Uh-oh. He got away. In we go. It's a lot of candles. Oh, look at that. There's the warrant of trade. Let it be known that by my will and the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade. Nice. Unbroken by adversity, walk bravely first into darkness, unite and reclaim that which was lost. Walk steadily the road of thorns through pain to greatness.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you and who's addressing me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Okay. Oh, I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Second after second passes and he's not going to answer me. Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Well, that makes sense. Okay, there's my journal again. I don't have any need to be in here, really. So, let's leave. Seal the warrant chamber, that's what I want.
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Conrad is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something. He's trying to reach the warrant. Somehow as part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Let's see. Voigtfer openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saint's blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Oh, cool. I got a sniper rifle, armored body glove, and a medikit. Alright, let's first... Okay, the wounds. Alright, so we gotta have him heal me. He's in my party now. See if we can put on this body glove since I have no other armor on. It's gonna help. Now this medikit is what I'm supposed to use, but I can't use it. But I can put on my sniper rifle. It does a lot more damage than my pistol did. I'll have to give that a go. And we'll just leave that in my inventory for right now. Okay, so we want to switch to Abelard. And if we look at him real quick, see he's got his medikits right there. So do I want to click on one of those and then click on me?
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Nice.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Oh, that's not good.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
The navigator's sanctum. Very well. You're going to have to lead the way.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Oh no. Yeah, we already know that. But there is no cover. I mean, if I stand here, I'm not going to get protection from everybody over there. Alright, I'm going to stand behind him. Let's start the battle. Alright, Anya, what are you going to do? This guy's close. Should we try to shoot him? Let's try. Before we do that, let's put this on him first.
On it.
Then we'll do this. Oh. Okay, it shows me the percentages. I was hoping to get more than one guy if I shot. I'll shoot this guy. Oh. I've only got 1 AP left. I can't really do anything.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Crush the feeble!
Okay, Abelard is a warrior. He has melee combat. Now, we've seen him move and attack and then move and attack. Now, he does have brace for impact. 3 cell. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cast that, which affects me also. You can see that I have that now. And that didn't cost any AP. Let's go ahead and just strike this guy. We have 1 AP left.
Out of my way! Ah! Chaos guides me! Ah! Death to the weak! Ah!
I am your doom!
Just a minor setback.
Okay, it's my turn. I'm gonna scream at this dude.
Your end was inevitable.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna put this on him. Okay, Abelard, do you have, like, cleave? You do. Awesome. Oh! All 3 at once. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, now this one we have to go in this straight line and there's nobody in front. So, we can't do anything else right now.
Such is the will of chaos.
Okay, let's see. We can only move before we take an action. Okay. That's too far. Can I get him with this? Yeah.
I'll see to it personally.
Took him down about 50%. Alright, Abelard. Strike. Okay. Can't really charge. Well, I can get close. Okay.
I bring ruin.
Let's see. Oh, he's almost dead. Okay, Ballard, now you can do this one. Oh no, you can't, you're too close. Well, I messed that one up. That's okay.
I serve the ruinous powers.
You're dead meat. Alright, we got XP. We leveled up. So we'll go to operative. Now our only choice, I guess we have to follow the highlight. We get to choose a skill this time. What is this perception, this awareness? Let's up that. So I got an A there for awareness. And Abelard is a warrior. He gets a skill also. Alright, we're going to give him more athletics. I think that would be good. Okay. Done deal. Alright, everybody. Well, I think this is a good place. We're going to leave the episode here. We'll talk to Abelard and leave the sanctum next episode. Thank you for joining me. Please give a like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Take care now.